When my rude girl them who support me, we gon' match up them man in the party.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your girl BK Syndicate. It's me, Jay. I am back for another Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup review, episode 18, Deleted But Not Forgotten. So let's get into it. Let's start off with our first couple, which is Justine and Michael. Justine and Michael, they arrived with the kids to Michael's sister's house. His mom is already there. They had cooked a nice ass, delicious ass looking breakfast. It looks really good. Michael and Justine and the family, they're all eating the breakfast. And then that's when Michael decides to come out and tell everyone in the family that they have decided that they are moving to Las Vegas. As soon as he said that, the whole entire family literally stopped eating. The mother, Justine's mom was there. His mom was there. The auntie was there. And all the kids. And they all just stopped eating. And they're all looking at Michael and Justine like, what? What do you mean you're moving to Vegas? You just got out of prison not too long ago. And you're already about to take off and leave? What about the other kids? And everything. Even Justine's mom asked Michael, did you talk to your other baby mamas about this? Or what are you planning to do with your other kids? Are you planning to move them down to Vegas there too? Michael's like, well, I haven't talked to any of my baby mamas yet about this move. I'm just going to pick myself and move. And I'm like, so you didn't even, like, it's crazy. Like, you didn't tell none of your baby mamas that you are leaving to Vegas and that they're basically going to be a single mom again. And they're going to, the only way they can talk to you is from afar, all the way in Vegas. And it just really shows that Michael and Justine didn't think everything through, because now the mothers are hugging each other, crying. They're devastated. The auntie's devastated. Michael's side of his family's kids, they're all devastated. They're hurt. His two youngest are very hurt. They're crying. He's asking them, what's wrong? What's wrong? Like, talk to me. And his sister's like, what do you mean what's wrong? You just told them that you're leaving them. And Michael's crying. And yeah, like, it's fucking sad, because I'm like, you should have waited at least until everyone ate their breakfast. Now no one's gonna eat all that delicious ass meal that's there. Like, the fuck is you doing? You could have waited. You could have, had it done in a better setting. You could have announced that when, you and Justine was when y'all did the little shower, when y'all did the little baby shower and everything. Y'all could have, the gender reveal party, y'all could have announced it then. But Michael and Justine, like, they need to figure it out. And they said that, that this is a big opportunity for Michael to get things going. And because of work and his job and everything, he has to be there in Vegas. And this is just a better convenience for him. Let's skip forward. We're skipping forward now to another scene with Justine and Michael. And Michael is packing. Everyone's at their house, at the house back in PA. And they are packing up. Michael then gets a call from his probation officer asking him, can he come down and see him real quick because he needs to talk to him. We then skip forward to another scene when Michael's in the car and he's driving to the PO. He says that he's terrified and everything because he has no control of whatever's going to happen, because he needs to get an approval from both the probation and the parole officer to let him transfer his parole and everything to Vegas. Michael gets there to the parole officer. He comes back out after a while, and then he's banging on the steering wheel, and he lets it be known that he was supposed to receive some type of form or some type of release sheet from Nevada, and he never got that. And because he doesn't got that, now he's not allowed to go to Vegas until he gets that paper signed. So now he's upset and he's devastated, because he's like, I don't know how I'm going to tell Justine. This is really going to take us back a couple steps, because they're literally packing to leave. Like, I think they have like maybe a couple weeks or so left. They already purchased the house and everything in Vegas, and now they're ready to go. They're just packing up. Now this is going to put a dent in it, and we don't know how long it's going to take for him to get that paper sent over to his probation and parole officer. He gets a call from Justine, and Justine is asking him how it went, and this nigga lies to her. Like, he really just lies to her blatantly, and he tells her everything is good everywhere. We're ready for Vegas. She's like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm so excited to go now. And they hang up, and Michael's just like, I can't tell her on the phone. I can't tell tell her this over the phone. Like, I had to tell her in person. I just don't know how I'm going to tell her. You could have just told her right then and there to soften the blow, but I guess you really want to tell her in person. It's kind of crazy that Michael did not. I get that you have all these kids that you gotta look after, and Justine, and you have a baby on the way, and you have to focus on your music career and getting money, but you should be on top of things like this when it comes to moving and your parole. You should always be at least 3 steps ahead, so that if anything does go wrong, you're already ahead of the curve. So this is all on Michael. This is Michael's fault, and now he has to suffer the consequences, and now he has to wait. So I'm waiting to see when he's going to tell Justine, and we'll see when that happens. And that is all of the scenes that we have with Michael and Justine. We have like 5 couples, but it's like very brief. It's like we get like maybe 2 scenes with each couple, and then that's all. Now let's go to Louie and Melissa. I knew that thing that Melissa was not going to be nice for too long for Louie. It's crazy. Like, I knew it. I knew that she was just waiting for him to get comfortable, and that was waiting for his mom to leave so that she can really show her true colors and everything. Louie, he is on his way to a job interview at this gym. He gets there and he meets the owner, and they're talking. The owner tells him to sign the do his application. He does the application, and he says, okay, I'm about to go in the back and do a background check and everything. Louis says, just to let you know, I was a convicted felon for armed robbery, and I used to do meth and everything. And the man starts asking him more on that and everything, and he then the owner, he gets in the little confessional, and he says, he's worried about, hiring people who are like Louie, because one minute, they're clean for all this time, and then all it takes is just for them to meet one bad person, and then they go right back to it. So he's a little bit skeptical on hiring Louie, not just because he did armed robbery, but also because he used to be a drug addict. Louis, he's still trying to be optimistic, but he feels like, Louis knows that he's probably not going to get this job because of his past. He's in the car driving, and he's explaining that, it sucks that, that I've changed my life and everything, but I'm still always going to be reminded of my past, and my past is always going to affect my future. Louis then gets to the house where Melissa is setting up everything for the housewarming party, because Louie's mom and all of Melissa's family is going to be there for the housewarming party, and this is going to be the first time everyone meets each other in person. She asked Louie, how did the interview go? He said, okay, I don't know if I'm going to get it. And before Melissa just be supportive, she's just like, so it was a waste of time. I'm just like, what do you mean it's a waste of time? Most people who do job interviews, the first job interview that they get, they're not always going to get it right away. They're not going to get a job as soon as they put it out in the market. Some people are lucky, and then some people aren't. She has to also understand that Louis has a felony, he is an ex-convict. It's gonna be harder for him. I don't know how many times people have to drill it in this bitch's head that he is a convicted felon. It's going to be way harder for him to get any type of high-paying job at the moment, regardless. So she's grilling Louis about this, talking about it's a waste of time, that, he should have just, he should have had a job by now. Mind you, Louis only been there, he's only moved in 2 days ago. Melissa's family gets there, and they bring her a housewarming gift. She then, right in front of the family, starts telling the family that Louis didn't get the job and that she feels like it's a waste of time. Right in front of the family. That's the reason why, I feel like her and Louis, they do the exact same thing. She gets on Louis all the time for telling his mom everything that's going on in his life, but yet she tells her family every fucking thing that goes on between her and Louis. Why does her family need to know that he didn't get the job? And then they start chiming in with their little 2 cents, talking about, you should have been found the job before you even got here. And then her father also is like, it's 2 days. You should have been got a job for 2 days ago. I'm like, what? What type of realistic job? How realistic are we doing right now? The only person that had his back was the brother-in-law. The brother-in-law is literally defending Louis. You do realize that he's only been here for 2 days. And Also, he's an ex-convict. It's going to be harder for him. I don't know why people don't have, I don't know why nobody has patience. And it's like they're all just wanting Louie to get a job so fast and get a high-paying 6-figure job just like that quick. I don't understand why her family is treating Louie that way. And they don't understand. So to me, it's like, like they're trying to do everything they can to me to run Louie off, because I don't understand why they're so involved in her relationship, why she's getting them involved, why they're adding their 2 cents on what he should be doing and how, and that he should be getting a job as quickly as a snap of a finger, but it's not possible. Louie's mother, Donna, she's shipping up the stairs. She walks upstairs and everything, and she says hi to all the family and everything. They're a little bit, standoffish. Like, they say hi, but there's not like it's a handshake or nothing or any of the sort. The only person that she really handshakes is the brother-in-law. I like the brother-in-law because the brother-in-law gets it. He understands. He's not on Louie's ass like that. Melissa's sister, she pulls Donna to the side to talk to her. And they go into another room, and she starts explaining to Donna why, like, she will never trust Louie because of her past situation of dealing with someone that was a former drug addict and what happened and how they, fucked up everything with her and fucked up her life. And the mom is like defending Louie as he should, because honestly, how I feel about the sister is, bitch, I don't give a fuck about what experience that you went through with somebody else. This is somebody completely different. They're completely different from what your situation has been through, okay? Whoever it is that you were fucking with, that's not Louie. Louie is a completely different individual. So to be adding, so I get it that you want, to give advice on your experience, but your experience is different from other people's experiences. Just because the person that you fucked with was a drug addict and they fucked you over doesn't mean that Louie's going to do the same to Melissa. And I'm just like, I really don't care like what happened in your past. Really, I was like literally that's what Donna should really said. She should have said, I don't really care about what happened to your past. What does that have to do with my son and Melissa? He hasn't done anything at all to show that he's going back to drugs and that he's, straying from the path of what he's supposed to be doing. And the sister's like, no matter what, I'm never going to trust a drug addict or a former drug addict. And that's your prerogative, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like, just because you're traumatized, maybe you should go seek some help for that. Go get you some fucking therapy. Because if that's how you're going to treat every single person that used to do drugs, that, oh, I don't trust you because you used to do drugs. Drugs, let me tell you something. Drugs is a very nasty habit for people to kick. It's a sickness. It's a disease. It takes a long time for someone to get off drugs and stay off drugs. Louie has been clean for almost 6-7 years now. And like and the sister's like, well, he was able to stay clean when he was in prison, but what about now when he's off, when he's by himself, when he doesn't have prison to do that for him? And the mother is defending Louie like, look, Louie has had a thing. I also worry about that. I also worry that if Melissa's going to be able to handle that, but I know my son is going to do good, and that's that. And that's the scene that we have with Louie's mom and Melissa's sister. We go back, we go forward, and then Louie's mom and Melissa's dad decide to speak outside, and they're having a little heart-to-heart. And she's like, just like how I'm involved in my son's life, you are heavily involved in your daughter's lives. And it's fucking true, because the fact that you know so much about what's going on with Louie and all of that is you're literally in the same boat as Donna, and both of y'all are Italian. So she's like, it's the Italian way. Can you just watch Louie for me, because I'm not gonna be here and I'm worried. And he says, yeah, I'll do what I can to watch Louie and everything. And they they give each other a hug, and that is all of the scenes that we have with Louie and Melissa. Very, very brief, nothing too crazy, nothing too thing. Oh my God, here we go, y'all. We are with Chance and Taylor. Lord, I'm so like, it's like I love watching these two, but I hate watching these two because I can't stand Chance. He's such an unlikable person. I don't know him in person, but watching him on here, he's just so fucking dislikable. Him and Taylor, doing one of her epoxy tables, and you're fixing up getting it set. Chance, he decides that he wants to do something special for Taylor, which is complete bullshit. He tells Taylor, come outside, I got a surprise for you. They go outside, he covers her eyes, he surprises her, and it's the same limo that him and his frog voice homeboy was in the last time. The same beat up ass, busted ass, old ass, dusty ass limousine that we saw a couple episodes ago. He didn't decide he's going to book it, and I guess his friend gave it to him for free to let him take Taylor out. But the thing is, he's not taking Taylor out because he thinks that she deserves it. He has a motive here. He has a complete motive. His motive is that he's taking Taylor out to go eat. And he's trying to slip the idea of them buying a limo and getting into the limousine business as well. So he has a motive. That's his main reason why he's taking her out, to try and butter her up, to try and get her to say yes to it. They get in the car, and he got his shoes all with his dirty ass, crusty feet, just foot lapped, chilling, thinking, yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, why she can't say no to this? And then that's when he starts slipping in the idea to her. They're there chilling in the limo. He's like, this makes over $7,500 a week and everything. What you think about that? Would you like to go into this type of business? And Taylor is looking at him like, no, I don't want to go into no such thing. The fuck? Like, we have other things to worry about, and us putting more money investment into something right now is not what we should be doing. And of course, Chance is rolling his eyes. He's starting to sigh. He's getting frustrated and everything. And they pull up, where I thought that he was going to take her out to like a nice little restaurant and everything. But of course, we know that he can't afford shit. So he takes her to a drive-in restaurant called Chuckaburger. He takes it to Chuckaburger, and they go inside and order, and they have to wait outside and everything because you can't eat inside. It's a drive-in restaurant, and they're literally the limo, the back of the limo, the trunk is popped open, and they're sitting in the back of the fucking limo just waiting on the food to come. And that's when Chance starts telling her, I'm sorry. I don't want my past affecting you and the kids. I don't want my past hurting anybody and hurting anything and all that. And I'm going to do better. And I promise you, I'm going to make things right. She's like, I'm tired of giving you chances. Like, I'm tired of giving you a chance. And this is your final chance to make things right, because I can't do this no more. And she's in her confessional saying that, she's given Chance a lot of chances. And you know what? We need to change that name, because you tired of your ass getting all these goddamn chances. And she's like, but I really love him and I see potential in him. Where do you see the potential? I don't see nothing potentially wise for that man. He's 40 something years old and he's still out here scrambling, trying to do what he can to try and make money. Like, you lost a good high paying job because you couldn't stop fucking gambling and drinking. So miss me with the bullshit. Next thing we know, let's skip forward to another scene, because this is when shit get really crazy with Chance and Taylor. We get a little text saying that the producers had to fly out immediately to go see Taylor because she said that she kicked Chance out the house. Come to find out, she went through Chance's phone and saw that he was messaging somebody, this person, over 150 times. So she asks Chance what it is. Of course, Chance, as soon as he gets confronted by Taylor and everything, he buckles and folds and decides that the best way to handle the situation is getting mad at her, making it seem like she did something wrong. And then he left. She said that if you leave, I am putting you out and you don't come back. And he left. Then we get to another scene where the producers are at Chance's workplace. What workplace? He's doing some type of construction. Look like he's just sweeping up the construction work. And they ask him, so what happened between you and Taylor? He says, this motherfucker says that Taylor has been setting him up, making it seem like he's cheating. So he's been texting that number back and forth to try and spite Taylor to make it seem like he is and all that. Basically, what he's trying to insinuate is that Taylor has been setting him up on fake dating sites, and with fake number to make it seem like he's talking to another woman when actually he's talking to her. Does that make sense? He's trying to say that she is setting him up to make it seem like he's cheating. So, and as a way to get back at her, he decided to go along with it and continue texting and sending pictures and messages to that number to try to make it seem like he is doing it, which makes no sense to me. It's like, if you feel like it's your wife doing the bullshit, why entertain it to then put yourself in this type of predicament and problems? I don't believe Chance when he's trying to say that Taylor set him up to make it seem like he's talking to another woman. If you were so aware that it was her, then you should have never texted the number in the first place and everything. That's a dumbass excuse. They asked Taylor, so Chance is saying that you're the one that's been setting him up, making it seem like he's been out here doing wrong. She's like, what? Why the fuck would I have time to be doing all that? I have kids to take care of. I have to do my business. I don't have time to be doing that. And Chance, he's still adamant that it's Taylor setting him up. Taylor then lets the producers know that when she asked him for his phone again and all that, he threw it in the toilet. Right? Why would you throw it in the toilet then if you felt that it was her setting you up this whole entire time? Does that make sense? If that's the case, you'd be like, ha, gotcha, bitch. I knew it was you the whole entire time. Let's see. I knew it was you the whole entire time. That's why I went along with it. Like, why would you throw it in the gut? Because you're fucking guilty. Only guilty people throw away evidence and try to destroy evidence. He was destroying the evidence. He knew that if he threw it in the toilet and everything, she wasn't going to go in the toilet and go get it. Let's get to another scene. And this is the final scene with them. Chance calls Taylor and he's like, I'm coming to get my stuff and all that. She's like, okay, then I need you to let me know when you're coming over. And he's like, why? You got your boyfriend over there? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, no, I don't have no boyfriend, dumbass. I don't want the kids to see you. I don't want the kids to see this and everything so that I can move the kids over to my sister's or some friend's house so that they don't see, so that if we argue and shit, the kids are not watching that. Because she said that they've argued and fought a couple times in front of the kids, and she doesn't want that to continue and affect the children. He don't give a fuck about that. He's still accusing her of setting him up and everything. And that's when she's just like, you know what? If this is the case, then we don't need to be together. I'm fucking done with this. And that's when that's all the scenes that we have with Taylor and Chance. I don't like Chance. We already know that Chance has been cheating on Taylor. I will put in all that information there in this video. But yes, Taylor, he's been cheating on Taylor, and he left Taylor for another woman, okay? Just recently, he got into a car crash, and then he got into a hit and run, and then he left the scene. So Chance, he's not doing so well right now in 2024, okay? He's been fucking up a lot. And I'm glad that Taylor isn't there anymore to have to deal with that bullshit, because that's probably going to be a lot of money and a lot of bail money to get that bastard out. So I'm tired of Chance. Like, I'm so glad. Like, he's just not a good person. He just needs to go away. Like, I'm tired of it. That's all the scenes we got with Taylor and Chance. Let's go into Lindsay and Blain. Okay, we're going into Lindsay and Blain. Lindsay and Blain. Well, Lindsay is in her daughter's room. She's talking to her about, she spills the beans and lets her daughter know that she has proposed to Blain. The daughter's looking at her all types of crazy, like, why would you propose to Blain? She said, like, wouldn't, and the daughter, she's making a lot of sense, but also, like, she doesn't understand, but the daughter makes a lot of sense. That's just a bit weird that you would ask Blain to marry you. Like, shouldn't he be doing that? She said, doesn't that say a lot about him that he has been taking so long to marry you? And she's like, well, you know, I don't wait on nobody's time, so I wanted to get married now, so that's what I want. She says, well, if that was the case and everything, then Blain would marry you as soon as he gets a chance, right? And she's like, well, yeah, I guess so, but I want to get married now, and that's that. The daughter asks, are you pregnant or something that you're getting, that you want to get married? She's like, no, I'm not pregnant. She's like, well, you know, it's just a bit weird that you're like speed rushing this marriage so quickly. Mind you, Lindsay has not told her daughter that she's facing 40 years in prison. So she's let her daughter know that she's going to get married to a dude that her daughter does not feel is right enough for her, but she's not gonna let her daughter know that she might get put away for 40 years and her daughter might not see her for a very shitload time. And to spring this on, I think how Lindsay is going by it is really fucking wrong, because I feel like just like how everyone's feeling that you're only marrying Blain so you have someone that's stuck with you that can send money on your books and keep tabs on, give you information to keep tabs on your daughter. Why else would you be wanting to marry Blain? She has not talked about wanting to marry Blain in any of the seasons that she's been with Blain. So why now that you're facing 40 years and everything, that you want to marry Blain so much? The crazy thing is, last season when Blain was facing, I think 30 something years in prison and everything, never once did I hear Lindsay talk about how she wants that, oh, maybe her and Blain should get married so Blain can have somebody there. Never once did she ever talk about getting married to Blain when he was facing a shitload of time, and that she wanted to help him take care of his kids and all that. So it shows to me that she's being kind of selfish, and that she has a motive as to why she wants to marry. She doesn't want to marry Blain because she loves him. She wants to marry him because she wants to keep him tied down and held down. Does that make sense? Yes. So let's skip forward to Lindsay. She is in the bed with Blain. She's like, well, we need to start getting ready for the wedding. I want to get married in at least a month. We need to get a tuxedo, a wedding dress. We need to start setting up where we want to get married. And Blain is like, whoa, Lindsay, why are we moving so fast? She like, well, I want to get married as quickly as possible. I want us to be married. And he's just like, but I want to make sure everything is right. Like, I still need to get you a ring and everything. She like, I don't care about the ring. I just want to get married. So, like, of course, Blain doesn't seem like he's questioning why. He questioned her a little bit, but he's not like really getting deep down into the whole entire premise of why, he wants to do that. Try to sit down and have a realistic conversation with Lindsay and be like, Lindsay, like, are you really trying to marry me because you love me, or are you trying to marry me because you want me around more longer than usual? Also, one other thing with Lindsay goes to the doctor to get her IED looked at, her birth control. Mind you, she didn't even tell Blain that she's on birth control, and Blain wants to have a baby with her. So I'm like, Lindsay to me gives off a very selfish person that is just looking to keep Blain trapped, staying with her so that he's stuck taking care of all of her responsibilities. That is all of the scenes that we have with Lindsay and Blain. Very, very, very simple. Finally, y'all. This is the last couple of this review, and it is Chevel and Quain. Chevel and Quain, I think with like Chevel and Quain, I think that they only had like one scene that we have with Chevel and Quain, and it's mainly Chevel and Quain. They're in the kitchen in the house chilling, cooking. Have some food. Quain and Chevel, have you contacted your baby daddy to let him know about the decisions that we're about to be making with you and his daughter? Because I want to be her stepdad, and you need to let him know that I want to take permission over for that. She literally lets him know that she has not contacted her baby daddy, and she's probably not going to do it. She's just going to decide to just go through with the adoption, and then whatever happens in between there. And he's like, whoa, like, I need you to contact that man, let him know what's going on and stuff, so we don't blindside him, everything. And why are you not like letting him know what's going on, like what's really going on between you and him? And they start getting into an argument, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to call the nigga myself and let him know what's happening. And she's like, well, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that because you don't even got his number. He's like, well, I do got his number, and I'm going to let him know, because he's like, that's bullshit that you're like that you're postponing what's happening. We're trying to get this on the road. We got to get married. But before I get married, to be your daughter's stepfather. And I don't know why Chevel is taking so long to call the baby father or anything. I don't know if it's because like she's afraid of the baby father, or she's still in love with him, or that she just doesn't want to get tied, but something happened between her and that baby father, that because he's not in his daughter's life, he's not taking care of her, he's just playing child support. And even Chevel has said he plays child support when he wants to, so he's not consistently taking care of their daughter. So I don't understand like why all of a sudden. But you know what, you want to know why? Because in the previous scene, because I almost forgot, in the previous scene, Chevel was talking to her daughter, right, about how her daughter feels about Quain being her stepfather. And the little girl does not seem to me that she does not like Quain at all. Like, it really seems like she does not like Quain. She doesn't fuck with Quain. She doesn't think that Quain would be a good dad to her. She says, why? She says, what's going to happen if you die or something and then I'm stuck with him? And I'm just like, that is a big red flag right there. Like, what is it that we're not, what is it? Because there's something that Love After Lockup is not showing us for a reason for that little girl not to like Quain. Because the previous episodes that we've had with Quain telling us that he has a good relationship with her, seems like he's lying now, because the little girl really seems like she does not like this nigga at all. Like, she doesn't want him as a stepdad. She said that she doesn't even want to see her mom kissing Quain when they're at the altar getting married. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And she doesn't want Quain, like, she doesn't want Quain to really be her father. And I'm like, does she have a good relationship with her other dad that she's acting like this? Like, we need, like, I was like, I need more info. I need more details as to why this little girl does not like Quain. It kind of makes me think that maybe she's been around her grandmother a bit, and her grandmother has also been talking shit about Quain. That's probably also a reason that the little girl is a little bit standoffish towards him. But when we see, like, we've seen them in pictures, we've seen them at the amusement park and everything, and they seem like they have a good relationship. So I'm like, what has happened to make her feel that way? But I think now that I've said that, I think that makes a whole lot of sense now why she has been very hesitant on calling the baby father, because she knows that her daughter does not like Quain. And forcing Quain to be her father, I think she doesn't want to do that to her daughter. So I think we need more flushing out on this story. Now it has piqued my interest with Quain and Chevel on what's going on, because there has to be more to this story for this little girl not to like him. That is all of the scenes, y'all, that we have with Quain and Chevel. And guess what, guys? That is it. That is the review for Love After Lockup. We did not have Big Ass Joy Know Me and Red today, which I kind of missed. I would have loved to make fun of they big roly-poly bully asses, but we didn't get that. We didn't get Key Rock and Brittany. We've only gotten one episode, and it's 2 scenes with Sean and Sarah. Why are we not getting Sean and Sarah? We've been running through these episodes. We've been like at least past 2 episodes now, and we have not seen Sean and Sarah. So those are like the only couples that I want to see in next episode. But thank you guys so much for all of your likes, all of your comments. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back for another review. And also, my reviews will be out every Sunday. So look forward for all of my recaps, my reviews for Love After Lockup on Sunday. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
Big thing, small thing, I'm winding up on all thing. Short thing, tall thing, I'm winding up on all thing, and it's thing. Think.